On the line right now is Coach Scott Barnard and the player, one of the players on the Hamilton Lacrosse team, and that's Matt Hermann. Gentlemen, good morning. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having us.
All right, so we were all moved by the vet and former grad or graduate of 1994 graduate of Hamilton College.
Yep.
The guy that was on the other day talking about the translator and the program they put together called No One Left Behind, but it's nooneleft.org. Totally inspired by this. How could we leave these people behind? And you guys on the lacrosse team were inspired as well.
Yes, each year it's, part of our, within our lacrosse program specifically here at Hamilton College, we kind of, as a coach, I always challenge the guys each year. We try to do some type of, service project that can be, long-lasting. And over the course of the years, we've had a couple of pretty neat things develop here at the school. And so a couple of years ago, I challenged a group, and Matt Hermann, who's now a senior, was doing some research and looking up different things online, and came across Matt Zeller on our own Hamilton website, which was pretty neat.
Yeah.
And so we started doing some research and reached out to Matt to see how we could kind of connect and help, and off this relationship started and began through Matt Hermann and his development, and then the team got involved, right? And through fundraisers and raising money and awareness, we actually have a chapter which is in Rochester, where the interpreters, right? Some of these interpreters, when they come over here, are placed.
So we're talking about these are interpreters that are Iraqi and Afghani citizens that are working for the United States military as translators.
So basically, how the story goes is, so Matt Zeller was at Hamilton College. As he told the story the other day, he was here when 9/11 happened. He had 9 generations of family serving in the military, and he just felt really compelled to serve. So he, into the ROTC program, and as he was serving, he was in combat, and a lot of these Iraqi and Afghanistan people fight alongside of our, they want us there to help, fight against the Taliban and stuff. And
they then become targets, and what his whole cause is we're leaving them behind, and when we say we're gonna stand by them and protect them, and we aren't, and his group is really working to change that. And so I am running short on time, Coach, but I do want to say the lacrosse team started a GoFundMe.
Yep.
And that's your guy, Matt Hermann, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we did the GoFundMe last year and raised over $5,200 for the Rochester chapter. And we've done it again this year, and so far we're just a hair under $2,000.
Wow.
So
awesome. And
really
April,
and,
you have a home game on April 22nd against Trinity, and you're calling that the No One Left Behind game.
Yep, exactly.
Cool. And you're hoping to raise, again, more money. And obviously, this money is used because when these people do come here, and we finally get them here, they have nothing but the clothes on their backs.
Nothing. They literally come over. They have different places, so there's chapters in Boston, Denver, Rochester, Seattle, Charlottesville, Pittsburgh, one in Omaha, Nebraska. But this one in Rochester we're connected to, and this money goes right to them for first month's rent, a car, start of a job, those types of things to get them integrated, into our communities, right?
So I wonder if this must be Hamilton College is where Gary Heenan got his idea of really public community service, because Keenan with Utica College, big on community service. He does so much here in Utica. Of course, he's a Hamilton grad, so that's where it all began.
Sure.
That's my take on it.
And, Matt's just done an exceptional job. And, this past fall, actually, they went about their team and gathered as many, clothes from the campus and the community that, maybe that they weren't using or whatever have you, and took that down there to Rochester in the fall, and which was pretty neat for the interpreters. Last year, the interpreters that actually just arrived came to one of our games against St. John Fisher.
Yeah.
And had a dinner and a tailgate with us afterwards, and told the boys the stories of, here you are living in college, right?
Yeah.
and you have somebody telling you that they're living in a hole and hiding from Taliban and their families, and escaping by the skin of their teeth.
Well, I got to tell you, it was inspiring. When we interviewed him, and I was speaking at Hamilton the other night, it was incredibly inspiring. But it's also inspiring to know that you guys are helping out, and we want to thank you for what you're doing. And guys, thanks for coming on. Remember, April 22nd, home game against Trinity at Hamilton College. Check it out; it will benefit these guys. So, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Okay, got a break.